Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Lloyd Marshall Briggery, and this is day 2 of the 35-day challenge to make a comic book. For those of you guys that were patient enough to listen to my voice for 35 minutes yesterday on our YouTube channel, Breaking In, the Path of the Aspiring Comic Book Artist, you guys know that I just did an interview with the Kubert School with Corey Smith and Gary Brown. And in that interview, the information came out that oftentimes comic book companies give an artist 35, or they give them 5 weeks to make a book, as opposed to the 1 month that I've been training for the last few years. Well, I took that to heart and wanted to put it to the test. So 5 weeks, 35 days. Yesterday was day 1. I gotta tell you, also along with day 1, what I spent most of the day yesterday doing was I went to Starbucks and had my headphones and whatnot. Got a little bit of the con crud. You hear that? So I got my Mucinex going and my hot tea. But I went to Starbucks yesterday and plotted out my process. So I planned the process. Came up with a 9-step process in which at the very end should leave me with a product and you with hopefully something interesting to read and look at. So day 1 was very, very, very productive. The way my process works, and this isn't the first time I've done this before, but this is the first time I'm tracking it daily, is I kind of start the Marvel way. And if you guys know what the Marvel way is, they kind of start with a plot, and then that breaks down into actions or whatnot. So what I do is I write out how I want the issue to go. And sometimes you got to take certain arcs and rearrange them or whatever. So I did that, and then I broke that plot down into actions. So step 1 for me is story leads to script, right? Because you can't really start, well, you can start drawing without a script, without a full-up script, but I think, for me anyway, it'll be a monumental waste of time to go in kind of half-prepared, because then I'll spend forever thinking about what I should be drawing instead of just drawing what's there. So for me, it helps to kind of put that time in early and plan it out to the letter, and then hand that product off to myself as an artist, so I don't really have to think about what I got to draw. It's already there for me. So I wrote the story out, broke it down into mini chapters, and broke those mini chapters down into actions, which essentially become the panels. Now what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to break those panels down and combine them storytelling wise into pages and start doing the sketches and layouts. So that's step 2, sketches and layouts. Thumbnail sketches, which will lead to layouts, which leads to step 3, which are the roughs, full-size roughs. Right now it is about 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday night, and I'm in my apartment. My landlord just turned the heat on, and I just actually turned it on, so I'm a little chilly, hence my hoodie. But I got my orange juice straight from Mexico. Yeah, it was made in Mexico, I guess. So big shout out to my Mexican crew. Also, big shout out to my main man, Aries Tavares. You guys check Aries out. For whatever reason, I was droning on yesterday, and I totally forgot to mention him, so my bad. But, much love for the brother Aries. One thing I'll leave you guys with, so we're going on 4 minutes here. I'll leave you guys with this. I saw a review that Brian Stelfreeze, amazing artist, he's doing Black Panther right now. He did a critique for an artist at New York Comic Con this past weekend, and somebody put it on YouTube, and then that subsequently got uploaded to my newsfeed on Facebook. And I guess the guy was good. He was ready, artistic-wise, artistic skill-wise. He was there. And the words Brian had to say to him were something to the effect of, now that you've honed your craft, you have your style, you have your look, you're technically proficient, now you're an artist. Now what you have to do is not be an artist. And that was some, esoteric, like, out in the ether type of statement. He said, so now you have to back away from being an artist and look at your artistic ability as a tool and use that tool to now tell the story. And I was like, wow. I had to chew on that for a while, so I'll say it again. Now that you're an artist, you have to back away from being an artist and use your artistic ability as a tool in a toolbox to now tell a story. Almost like if your artistic ability is a hammer and nails, now you have to nail something up in order to make a product. Okay, so that skill set is now developed enough so now you can tell a story. And I think that is a fact. Brian Stelfreeze is known as your favorite artist's favorite artist. I mean, with, a thought process like that, man, he should be. And the man is, he's just flat out bad. I keep one of his books next to my art table 24/7. It's a book that he did. There's 300 by Frank Miller, and there's this thing by an Indian artist named Mukesh Singh, an art book that he did with Grant Morrison. Those are 3 books I keep next to my table for inspiration. So when one of those guys talks, I listen. But yeah, so with that in mind, now it's the utility of using the skills that I have acquired over the years and time to put it into practice for telling a story. So it's, like I said, 7:30, and I've been at work all day. It's the first day back from the con, so it's super busy, but now it's time to get it in. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll update you tomorrow and let you know how the progress of the process is going. We don't have to work tomorrow. Happy Yom Kippur for all those practicing out there. And so, yeah. Again, we all have a mission in life, whether things are up or down, whether things go left or right. And it's up to us to stay on mission. So for everybody out there, continue mission, as we say in the Army. Charlie Mike. Peace.